My name is Adele. I can still feel that day, the smile of my best friend Daniel's gaze. And at that moment a determination grew inside me. Asterisk, can you put a heart on a diet? Asterisk, I did. How? Let me tell you right now. Asterisk, sweet dreams, unnecessary hopes, fake loves, I cut them off one by one. And why did I do such a thing? Because too many emotions make a person fat, weigh them down. I wanted to become lighter. Asterisk, my name is Adele. It took me some time to learn that not everything shining in Los Angeles glittering, noisy, laughter-filled nights was gold. But I learned, asterisk, and I paid for it with blood, asterisk. Back then I was 28. I was an interior designer. I had a sunlit studio with large windows in the north of Hollywood. I was living in a city full of young people chasing their dreams. But no one really believed in anyone else. Everyone was willing to be an extra in someone else's scene. Except me, of course. Or at least that's what I thought. Asterisk, it was my stage. My life, asterisk, until Daniel stepped onto that stage. Asterisk, Daniel, handsome, quiet, with that warmth in his eyes that made you believe. Looking into those eyes, all lies lost their meaning. Or at least that's what I thought at the time. Asterisk, Chloe, my best friend. Since university she had been like my sister. We grew up together. We cried together, laughed together. We weathered every storm in life, clinging to each other. I had no family. She had none either. So we became each other's family. People without families cling harder to one another, you know. Don't they? Asterisk, sometimes you call your greatest enemy darling. Asterisk, everything started on that spring evening. There was a small terrace party in Beverly Hills. Wine, music, city lights, and the three of us. When Daniel held my hand, my heart started to race. Chloe was laughing. She told us, "You two look so good together." Asterisk, I believed her at that moment. Asterisk, but thinking back now, I know. That sentence was a signpost at the entrance to Betrayal. Asterisk, months passed. Daniel moved in with me. Every morning he made my coffee. Chloe visited almost every day. The three of us had built a little world. Asterisk, then one day, the walls of that world cracked. Asterisk, one morning I had to leave for work early. I realized I'd forgotten my wallet at home and went back. I turned the key quietly, because I thought Daniel was still asleep. But from inside came voices and laughter. Asterisk, I wasn't stupid enough not to recognize that voice. Asterisk, of course it was Chloe's voice. Asterisk, it's very, very hard to describe what I felt at that moment. My heart felt like it was about to burst out of my chest, but at the same time I felt nothing at all. I was frozen. When I looked through the crack of the door, what did I see but the two people I trusted most, wrapped around each other? Asterisk, that scene wrote the rest of my life. Asterisk, that day I didn't say anything. Asterisk, I closed the door quietly and left. Asterisk, that was the morning I realized Los Angeles was such a big city. Disappearing into the crowd had never been so easy. Asterisk, for 3 days I didn't speak to anyone. I didn't cry either. I just thought. Asterisk, in the end, I made a decision. Asterisk, I would put my heart on a diet. Asterisk, love, trust, affection, from now on, all gone. All these things were putting weight on me. I wanted to be lighter. Passing some burdens on to others meant that. Asterisk, my revenge plan's name was cleaning. Asterisk, my first target was Daniel. Asterisk, his biggest weakness was his ego. He thought he was indispensable. I would make him dispensable. Asterisk, without showing him anything. I went back. I just needed some time, I said. Asterisk, he hugged me with a mixture of guilt and joy. Asterisk, his eyes filled with tears. Asterisk, did you forgive me? He asked. Asterisk, not yet, I said. But I'm close to forgiving. Asterisk, he swallowed hard, but deep down he felt hope. But he didn't know. I was a different Adele now. Asterisk, my first move was simple. I made him fall in love with me again. Asterisk, every smile, every touch of mine was calculated. Asterisk, one evening as we watched the sunset on the Malibu coast, he held my hand. I want to marry you, he said. Asterisk, I looked into his eyes and smiled. Asterisk, we'll talk about it, I said. Asterisk, but I had already planned his end. Asterisk, a month later I called Chloe. Asterisk, when I heard her voice. For a moment my heart clenched, but it passed quickly. Asterisk, we made up, I said. Daniel and I are starting a new chapter. Come tonight. Let's celebrate. Asterisk, apparently she was relieved. I missed you so much, she said. Asterisk, ironic, isn't it? Even tragic. Asterisk, sometimes you invite your own executioner into your home. Asterisk, that night the table was set. Wine, music, candles, everything on the table. Asterisk, the same trio together again. Asterisk, but this time, the roles were different. Asterisk, I was like a silent director. Asterisk, they were the leads in a tragedy they didn't know they were acting in. The asterisk, we raised our glasses to new beginnings, I said. Asterisk, they smiled. Asterisk, then Daniel collapsed to the floor. Asterisk, Chloe panicked. What did you do to him? What did you give him to drink? She screamed. Asterisk, I calmly took a sip of my wine. Asterisk, nothing. Just gave him the last sip he deserved. Asterisk, it was poison. But not deadly. Asterisk just painful. Asterisk just an hour of agony. Swinging between shame and fear. Asterisk during that time he would lose everything. Asterisk all his secrets. Fake signatures. Those disgusting messages he sent to Chloe. Everything started to play on a big screen. Asterisk yes. I had recorded everything. Asterisk there were hidden cameras behind my bed. Audio recordings in the kitchen. Asterisk all gathered in one file. Asterisk that file was being broadcast live that night. Asterisk Chloe's phone vibrated. Asterisk thousands of notifications started coming in. Asterisk what's happening? She started to cry. Asterisk I smiled. Asterisk this is a heart's diet, sweetheart, I said. Lies are no longer digestible. Asterisk Daniel was taken to the police because among the documents were also proofs that he laundered money. Asterisk Chloe lost her job. She was lynched on social media. Asterisk me? Asterisk I just disappeared. Asterisk a month later I changed my name. Cut my hair. Left the city. Asterisk now I have a new life in New York. Asterisk no one knows who I am. Asterisk but sometimes at night, walking under the lights of Times Square, I remember that moment. Asterisk in the quietest corner of my heart. That girl is still there. Asterisk that pure girl who wanted to believe. Asterisk but that girl died of hunger. Died of the hunger for love. Asterisk even she. I put on a diet. Asterisk sometimes I look in the mirror and ask myself. Asterisk so? Adele, are you happy? Asterisk the answer is always the same. Asterisk it's not happiness but justice that keeps you full. Asterisk that's when I understand. Asterisk my heart's diet is not over. Asterisk I just reduced the portions. Asterisk there's no room left there for anyone. Asterisk no patience left for love, friendship, or forgiveness. Asterisk because some pains aren't digestible. Asterisk some betrayals burn away the fat in the heart. Asterisk in the end, only a bone-hard truth remains. Asterisk a person is killed most deeply by the one they love most. Asterisk but some don't write their name on a tombstone. They write it on the headlines. Asterisk mine was the latter. I wrote my name on the headlines. Asterisk have you ever been betrayed like Adele? Asterisk would you expect something like this from your best friend?